this in terms of Mamushi build being yin to yang complete, backing off of a bug template, and bug not too much being a ninja manipulator. Because I looked up his build. He doesn't have a elemental to nature affinity at all. So I'm thinking he just has a keen sense to chi signatures, not on the scale of Kashin Koji's Omniscience, because that's a whole ratio of Shibai cells and him being a clone of Jiraiya Ohtousuki, which I'll have a whole nother spin about each of the legendary Sanis. Tsunade being Senju, of course, Orochimaru my spin of him being Uzumaki, and Jiraiya just having the chi lineage or the chi recyclement of Ohtousuki, Ohtousuki member, which possibly could be Ashura. I don't want to think too much of Hagoromo. It could be Hagoromo, which I'm thinking it could be Hagoromo, but I feel like it was more Ashura. But that's my separate spin. But going back to it, so like the chi to chi ratio between Daemon, Code, Ada, and Bug. Code was still trying to figure out Daemon's base core ability going all the way back to Boruto Part 1, which he couldn't figure out. So he was going to ask Daemon himself, Daemon being, omnipresent entity that he is, he was going to tell Code, because Daemon is very nonchalant when it comes to his chi ratio with under the Shibai meter. And also being the twin affinities of Ada, which is his bigger sister, so she would have a better understanding, coming out the pod first, she would have a better understanding of the chi to chi relatable affinity that they both share within that scale, So Bug, not too much being a ninja manipulator, but more elemental keen sense to chi signatures, he just blurted it out like, this is Daemon's core base affinity, and of course that's all an evolutionary process towards TBV, which everything has to be fluid. So Daemon's core base affinity to his ability had to be upgraded. Just off of the panel wise of him, clinching both Sarada and Samurai. So Bug being able to sense elemental chi signatures at a limited level would give not too much of a template to Mamushi, but just that recyclement of chi from the yin to yang, and that would be universal stages. And of course, is universal, then it's universal yin to yang elemental nature chi, the grand base affinities. So all of that yin to yang aspect of what Mamushi can cycle into his build will be more fluid to Zetsu, with just the keen sense of elemental nature shifting, or the keen sense of